What's going on, guys? So I'm gonna be going over my top 5 favorite sync pairs in the game as of right now, and obviously this is gonna be opinion based, and more of you guys will have different opinions or tastes on your own favorite Pokemon. So in the comments, leave your top 5 favorite Pokemon in the comments, obviously. And this will be interesting because I know we all have different Pokemon, but there's always going to be that one Pokemon, or that one Pokemon sync pair that's going to be in mostly everybody's list. So I'm just going to get into it right now, and let's go not over there. Alright, so now, okay, I'm not clicking the right stuff, so alright. So this is what we're gonna do over here. So I'm probably gonna go in order. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go in order. So for my number 5, it would probably have to be Torterra. Number 5 would be Torterra, just because, one, I love the Sinnoh region, and as of right now, there's not very many Sinnoh Pokemon that I really like in Pokemon Masters, and Torterra is definitely my favorite as of right now. He was he my first starter Pokemon that I used in the Sinnoh region, like in Diamond and Pearl? No, I think that was that was Infernape. Yeah, so yeah, Torterra is number 5, and obviously you could probably tell what my number 4 would probably be, but I'm not gonna include Infernape, even though he was my first Pokemon, and he's more of my favorite than Torterra. But in terms of gameplay and everything, Torterra is better than Infernape. But Torterra is a lot more fun to use than Infernape too, so this is another reason why Torterra outshines Infernape in this sense in Pokemon Masters. And Torterra is actually a really good physical tank too, because he lowers the enemy's physical attack every time he gets hit, while increasing his attack, and he also gets a full restore. So he could hit decently hard too, while taking physical attacks. And his special attack defense is pretty good too. Not as good as his physical defense, obviously, but still decent. So yeah, number 5 is Torterra. Number 4 would have to be Solgaleo, just because I love his design. If Luxray was in this game, he would easily be my number 1, just because ever since I played Diamond and Pearl was sort of the first Pokemon game that I really got into. Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red were my very first Pokemon games I played, but in terms of how much I've played Pokemon, it would definitely have to be Diamond and Pearl, and I love that game. But Solgaleo is my number 4. I love his design, and I'm not too crazy about our main characters having Solgaleo, but it is what it is. But Solgaleo is number 4. He definitely hits pretty hard. He, without support, he is mediocre, but with support, he could definitely hit very hard. It sucks that he has Focus Blast as his secondary typing move, but I don't know. But in terms of how fun it is to use Solgaleo, that's why he's number 4 for me. And I love his Sunsteel Strike move. I love using that. I love the animation that goes with it, and overall, Solgaleo is just really, really fun to use. And yeah, his passive isn't that great. So yeah, number 3 would probably have to be Polian now. And Polian would have to be number 3 and he just got up there, because with his Sync Grid being upgraded, it makes him a lot better and a lot more fun to use. And his Sync Grid is made for the Legendary Arena event. So that was pretty ironic how that happened, but that was obviously planned out from the start when they were making plans for the Legendary Arena, and they're probably okay, so who are we gonna make that will be made for this event? And then they just decided, Okay, Barry and Polian need to get an upgrade, so let's make their sync made for this event. So that's basically what happened. And outside of the legendary arena, he is still very fun and pretty good to use now. So at least now we have a good water type striker that we could actually use. And then on top of that, we also have Starmie, but yeah, that's for another video. But for my number 3 favorite sync pair, it would have to be Empoleon. Now for my second favorite sync pair to use in this game, where would he be? It would be Lucario. There we go. Lucario has been one of my favorite Pokemon of all time for such a long time too. Like, he was my favorite Pokemon throughout Sinnoh. He was my favorite Pokemon throughout the games going forward after Sinnoh too. But recently, like, it's always been Luxray and Lucario that have been my favorite non-legendary Pokemon for many, many years. And I basically grew up with Lucario and Luxray. So Luxray and Lucario have a special spot in my heart. And that's why Lucario is number 2 on this list. And with his sync grade upgrade too, it makes him more usable and a lot better too in this game. And his Mega Evolution is just freaking badass. Like, what? I love it. I love his design for the Mega Evolution, and I'm so glad they did not shaft him on his design. It is like perfect. His design is perfect. It's not too crazy and it's not too simple. It's like literally right in the middle. But obviously that's the main game's design and stuff like that. The Pokemon Masters is just based off of the main game. So, but yeah, I'm glad you could use Mega Lucario in this game, which puts him at spot number 2. Now for my spot number 1, it would have to be Red and Charizard. I couldn't place them both in like number 2 or number 1 just because I use them equally. Like Charizard, he's just a complete beast. He is a monster in this game. Having such a high attack stat and special attack stat with sorry about that. With having his buffs like from My Destiny, increasing his special attack and physical attack by 3 stages on 1 use. So in 2 uses you can max out his special attack and physical attack. It is nuts, but the only drawback is he lowers his defense. But regardless, I love Mega Charizard X and just how strong and just how usable he is in like all events, in all stages. Just makes him a lot of fun to use. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Charizard Red, definitely number 1 up there with Garchomp. Like, the design is just amazing and he's really, really damn good. And I still consider him the top hardened card in the game as of right now. And yeah, and this is Garchomp. Obviously a lot of you guys know him anyways, but Mega Evolution looks very nice too. Love it. Doesn't hit as hard as Charizard, but his attack is definitely up there. Obviously, I have more of the potential boosted on my Charizard, but still, that's like almost 500 to his special attack and physical attack on his Mega. And Garchomp on his Mega is like nowhere near 450 also. So, like, he's just not going to hit as hard as Charizard, but in terms of how fun he is to use, that's why he is number 1 with Charizard. So that's my top 5 favorite sync pairs. I'll probably make another list for top best sync pairs in the game. I doubt I'll be able, or I probably won't be doing that just because there's already so many videos out there on, and there's also tier lists on the wiki pages and stuff like that for the best Pokemon and sync pairs in the game anyways. So I just wanted to make a list on my favorite sync pairs to use. Basically, how I rank these guys are how fun they are to use and my history with the Pokemon and how strong they are. All those are put into consideration for my list because this is my list, right? So obviously your list will be different from mine, but that is my list and I'm happy with it. If they add Luxray with in this game, obviously it's going to be with like not obviously, but most likely it's going to be with the Volkner. And once they add him into the game, because he's a gym leader, he's definitely going to be in the game eventually. So once Luxray comes into the game, he's going to be my number 1. Once they add in Luxray, I am definitely placing him number 1. So yeah, that is my top 5 favorite sync pairs in the game. Let me know what your guys' favorite sync pairs are, and I will see you guys in the next video.